Wanting not a secret? Oh, my shoulder hurts. That's not the secret. Hi, my name is Jeff Goebel, and this is an Orange Shirt blog. And the weird thing is, I remember back when I was in high school, and it's kind of a fond, fadey? What was I even trying to say? Foggy? Well, anyway, it's not a clear memory, but it's a good memory. So I used to sit in science class with, I think Dave Jones was the teacher, but some other classes too, probably all my math classes. And it was really hard to keep focused. Attention deficit disorder, I didn't know about what it was back then. I just thought I was a failure. But I'd sit in the classes and I would lose my place listening to the teacher. And once I lost my place, I couldn't really catch up. So I just stopped listening. And I would bring out my pen and paper. At the time, kids, we didn't have computers. And I'd take my pen and I would start writing a sentence on the page. And it would just be a random sentence, like it would start mid-story, and it would be something like, so I can't even give you an example of what it might be, but I would write a sentence, and it would inspire me then to write about a one-page story about anything. And it was usually written kind of in the first person, almost like a stand-up comedy routine might be, or a single joke. I remember a few of them. Blind magicians, or magic for the blind bus drivers were two themes that I wrote about a little bit. And I would just start writing and ramble one off. And this was my entertainment distraction while not paying attention in class. Sometimes I'd do a doodle too, which is not as interesting. But usually I would just sit there and write single one-off stories. And eventually I compiled them into a book, which I called Book, a no-name generic product, a yellow cover with the word book on it. I was a little bit disappointed 20 years later when Whoopi Goldberg released a book called Book. But mine was Book, a no-name generic product, and it was first. And it's actually available on sale, or for sale at Cafe Press, even though in 20 years no one bought it. Well, I do give it away free on my website too. Anyhow, I went back and I read some of them a little while ago, and even though I was probably 16 when I wrote them, some of them are still kind of funny. Some of them I enjoyed, and I'm sad that I stopped doing that, because I really like writing. But then I started writing sort of personal journals and diary entries, and I haven't shared any of them yet. But it was a fond memory that I could just sit down and write interesting thoughts about totally stupid concepts. I mean, not really any of them were valuable. I forget, I wrote another one about Gilligan's Island, and I had a detective series where I wrote about, I remember one that they said, you know, all the exits were covered, but the thief still got away. How did it happen? And apparently he just went through one of the entrances. Anyway, this is just a reminiscing video. I probably won't, well, I always say that. I probably won't put it online. But I kind of missed that. So I'm going to try and make videos that say something, that have some content or some topic. And that means I probably won't be sitting here. And quite possibly, if I think of one on the road, I won't be wearing an orange shirt. So forgive me if I call it an orange shirt blog and I'm not wearing an orange shirt. And I probably won't have crazy hair, because when I leave the house, this is not a good look for me. Although I kind of like the highlights of the sunlight. Is it a blue sky day? It might even be. Anyway, I just recorded my daily video a few seconds ago and decided I wanted to say more. So this was an extended mix. But when I record these, at the end of every one, I think, oh, it's not good enough. And I hate that. So I think I might start recording some about the ideas of attention deficit disorder and low self-esteem. I've got a lot to say on that. I've written about it in the past. I've made videos that I'm not sharing, so I'm starting fresh. And I think that they might be of interest to people who suffer the same thing. But more importantly, for people that don't have low self-esteem, it's kind of important to sort of see visually how it affects people who do. And that is that, you know, you get really excited about something, you come on camera, you start talking, you think, oh, everyone's going to like this. And then halfway through, that excitement sort of cliffs. and drops suddenly, and you think, oh, this is incredibly boring. No one will want to. And now that part of my brain is even saying, how many times have I said that on camera? That's even my hatred of myself is getting tiring. And I don't hate myself. It's just that part of my brain that I have to try and overcome. I have to try and get by that. And I have worked out some solutions that have worked for me. Making these videos might be one, and it's my project to make them without telling you how much I hate myself and my hair and my look. I forgot I'm not even wearing my glasses today. So anyway, that's it. 5 minutes, 37 seconds. My name's Jeff Goebel. This has been another Orange Shirt blog. Will it make it online? We'll see. Thanks for watching me.